Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to your continuing coverage of the Defense 2, brought to you and organized by joinDOTA, commentated by Toshley, and sponsored by Raise and BenQ. We're jumping straight in, continuing on with the grand finals of the Defense. The victor of this best of 5 will take home for their team a grand total of €6,000. The first game was won by the team of Complexity. Mousesports brought it back with the second game. How will the third game go out? Will Complexity bring it to 2-1? Will Mousesports bring it to 2-1? We'll just have to wait and see. Mousesports, the team from Germany, fan favorites from within the Dota 2 scene. They will be repping it out over on the Radiant side. And of course, their grand and very worthy opponents, that of Complexity from the Americas over on the Dire side. And we have 1437 on Mousesports sitting in the captain's chair. Following that up with Come With Me, Sing Sing, Black and Bambo. And over on the side of Complexity, we have Fluff and Stuff to be sitting in that captain's chair. Following that up with JOTC, Hannah Montana, and IX Mike 88, the man with the creepy as hell mustache. Jumping straight into the draft, we have very standard bans coming out for us today. Naga Siren, we have Darkseer, and we have Lycan being taken out by the team of Complexity, with Mousesports responding to that with a Lone Druid, with a Chen, and with a Leshrac. All these, again, very standard bans, except for the Lone Druid, typically not first ban material, but we saw in the very first game where Complexity utilized that Lone Druid fantastically and was absolutely instrumental with their success. And a few powerful heroes, as we can see right before us today, have gotten through the banning phase. Hello Broodmother, a particular hero that typically doesn't see the light of day because they get banned out an awful lot, but today she survived. Complexity responding to that with a Rubik, with a Nature's Prophet, and with a Tide Hunter. So we've got Rubik, who's just a great, incredibly versatile support hero. Then we have Nature's Prophet. Great amount of push, great amount of defense, great amount of ability to frickin' farm up that gold. Gotta meet that quota. This is Dota. Gold everywhere. That's Nature's Prophet for you. Then you have Tide Hunter, who has fantastic initiation. And the next couple of heroes to be taken up by the team of Mousesports going to be Venomancer. I think Mousesports have played Venomancer in just about every single game thus far. They love to play that Venomancer, and he is a great hero. And Enchantress is going to be their third and final pickup. Now, as to how they will lane this for Mousesports, typically, you'd see Broodmother going solo lane. It's fairly standard, it's fairly obvious, but lately Mousesports have been running Broodmother alongside a couple of other heroes. I've seen a tri-lane with Broodmother, maybe just a dual lane with Broodmother for a bit of extra safety. Looking forward to seeing how Mousesports utilize her in this game. Mousesports take out CK for their 4th ban out, and Complexity respond to that with an anti-mage. Complexity taking out those late game right-clicking heroes, and Mousesports responding to that in a fairly similar fashion with their CK ban. And looking at the team of Complexity's lineup, we've got some great counter push to come out of the Rubik, as well as coming from the Nature's Prophet, and the ability to push, defend, gank, so much versatility to come out of that Furin. It's why he's a hero that's typically banned every single time and rarely picked, again, because he gets banned. And Tide Hunter provides insurmountable, fantastic initiation. The Gush allows you to chase adversaries that are trying to get away. The Anchor Smash allows you to weaken your foes, reduce their damage, make engagement just a little bit easier for the team. And then you have the Ravage, which is a fantastic, it's such a good ultimate. I'll just leave it at that. There's a respect ban to come out of Complexity. Last game, Black was no doubt a necessity in the victory of Mousesports, and they no doubt take him out. Mousesports' 5th and final ban going to be that of the Morphling. So we're continuing to take out those heavy right-click damages, those late-game carry heroes indeed. And Rasta going to be the 4th pickup for the team of Mousesports. A nice amount of control to come out of that hero, and that is something that we don't exactly have. We have 2 slows, but we don't really have anything to lock an enemy down. And we have the Hex, which may as well be a lockdown. They can't exactly move anywhere when they're Hex. You have the Shackle, which is a 4.75 second duration, or is it 3.75? 5 seconds remaining. It is, 4.75 second duration Shackle, and then we have the Ward Trap, which will also hold people in place and kill them while they're at it. And Rasta is great against really any hero, especially if you can catch out someone like a Tide Hunter, because the Tide Hunter needs to get that Ravage off. If you can chain up, you get a Hex, you follow that up with a Shackle, you try and burst him down, then Complexity's fantastic initiation in the form of that Tide Hunter is ripped straight from their hands. I just want to say Enigma is still currently in the mix. I don't think I don't recall him getting picked or banned within the last couple of games, which is a downright disappointment. He is a fantastic hero on so many different levels, and Mousesports might want to secure him up for themselves. Maybe Complexity might want to secure it up for themselves. However, Mousesports currently don't really have a really heavy late game hero. I'm not sure if you call Broodmother late game. She can get bursted down fairly easily. She's fantastic in the mid game, but I'd say falls off. Storm Spirit's still in the mix, another hard carry. We have Faceless Void has also making a show, currently still in the mix rather. As to how Mousesports will proceed with their 5th and final pick, well, we've got plenty of reserve time coming in for them, and Captain 1437 can take as long as he wants to pick.
5 seconds remaining.
What's their lineups? Broodmother's most... Again, how are we going to utilize this Broodmother? I have a feeling we'll put Raster once again towards that middle lane, get those levels up as fast as possible. Part of me is feeling it, is sort of a Broodmother Venomancer tri-lane up top. Broodmother Venomancer Broodmother Venomancer Enchantress tri-lane. There was something missing there. I knew I was missing something. Broodmother Venomancer tri-lane up at top. Enchantress, aggressive jungling over in their jungle. Try and disrupt the Nature's Prophet as much as possible. Except we need a solo offlaner if we do that, however. And, well, Queen of Pain's just been taken up. Who else can we have? Beastmaster's still currently in the mix. He's a pretty great hero, especially in that offlane. But then again, I got a little mixed up. Don't blame me. So that actually wouldn't work out unless it was aggressive tri-lane down bottom. I'm tripping over myself a lot here. So Beastmaster wouldn't actually work out in that regard. Well, he can, but you're better off putting him in that offlane, in that top lane for the Radiant side, due to the fact that the Ancient Camp is there and you can stack it really easily with the boar. Viper making an appearance. I don't think I have ever seen, commentated a game with Viper in it. Not what I would have expected. Viper, and this sort of throws a wrench into how the lanes will go. Will we see Viper solo mid, or will we see Shadow Shaman solo mid? Will Viper go down bottom? Will the lanes remain the same? We'll see Raster in mid, Viper down bottom with the tri-lane still at top for the team of Mousesports. Excuse me. What does Viper bring to the mix though? Well, an 84% slow, and it is absurd. It goes through BKB as well. It's really effective against heroes that want to chase people down and kill them, but I'm just trying to think, is there any real hero that Viper really needs to shut down? Needs to stop from going in? Tidehunter will most likely have a blink and simply be able to blink in and ravage. Queen of Pain obviously has a blink. Nature's Prophet, he will TP straight into the action, so there's no need to for him to get into position. And same can be said to Rubik. I'm not entirely sure about this pick, to be honest. Maybe they want to do harassment in the lane. Maybe they want to utilize Viper in a tri-lane of sorts. We'll have Shadow Shaman mid, we'll have Broodmother going solo bottom, and up the top we'll have Venomancer, Enchantress, and Viper. That could work out. We've got the 50% slow to come in from Venomancer, the slow to come in from Viper's Orb ability. Enchantress also has a slow for herself. That's a possibility. Or maybe we want to put the Viper solo mid. Viper can be very aggressive when going solo mid because of that Q ability, which names I've forgotten, the poison attack, which doesn't pull the aggro from the creep wave due to the fact that you just use it like a spell, although it's an autocast thing. So if you don't autocast it, you just use it like a spell, it won't attack, it won't draw aggro from the creep wave. But then again, it is a Queen of Pain that the Viper will be laning up against. The Queen of Pain is equally capable of dealing out a big chunk of harassment. And Lina is going to be the 5th hero to be taken up by Complexity, and we don't really have any late game. We have some semi-carries. Nature's Prophet can semi-carry, Queen of Pain can semi-carry, but that's about it. But over on the side of Mousesports, of course, the Viper will be performing the role of that carry, so we do have late game, and we have very fantastic mid game to come out of that Broodmother. As to how this will all unfold, well, I'm looking forward to it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Defense 2, the Grand Finals. The victor will take home 6,000 euros. Over on the side of Mousesports, we have Bambo taking up the role of the Broodmother Black to be playing as that Viper. 1437 to take up the role of the Venomancer. Come with me, playing as the Enchantress, and then we have Sing Sing to play as that Shadow Shaman. And over on the side of Complexity, the entire team making their way north. We have Fluff and Stuff, Captain Fluff and Stuff to be playing on that Lina. We have TC to play as the Queen of Pain, Hannah Montana taking up the role of the Tidehunter, IX Mike, the man with the fabulous mustache, to play as that Rubik. And who are we missing? The man in the greeny sort of poopy vomit color, and that is Jo to be playing as the Nature's Prophet, the Furion, the Money Man.
Uproot you.
And how the lane's unfolding, we're going to see Broodmother solo top by the looks of it, Rasta in the middle lane, and this indeed leaves the tri-lane, which I was hoping to see. We'll see Viper down the bottom, and Enchantress will be spending a time in the jungle, but will no doubt emerge to help out with ganks and so on and so forth down in this bottom lane, and whoever fights against this lot in the bottom lane is probably going to have a fairly bad time. As for the lanes to come out of complexity, I suspect Jayo to be taking the off lane, which means the Nature's Prophet is not going to get that much farm, but he probably won't die over and over again over in that death lane. As for the top lane, it's looking like Lina alongside TC, which is actually not what I would have expected, as Fraps completely freaks the hell out. Obviously, Rubik solo mid and down the bottom. I have no idea how these lanes are going to go, actually. A Jayo solo mid, Tidehunter solo bot, and a tri-lane up at top. That's the way it's looking to be for the side of complexity. Illusion's immediately secured up by the Venomancer, and we do have the Tide making his way down bottom, so the lanes are steadily but surely beginning to unfold. Do we have some form of detection? We have Sentry Wards currently in hand for the Rubik, and this Broodmother's probably not going to have the greatest time going up against a tri-lane like this, and we might have a bit of a swap. We might have some heroes rotate around. Because all you have to do is place one Sentry Ward, and immediately the aggression can begin. And Bambo's like, crap, they've got sentries, I have to back off. And Rubik staying guard, doesn't want to let the Broodmother anywhere near the action that's unfolding. And this Broodmother's being, this Rubik is being aggressive as hell, and as a result, as we can see right here, the Broodmother's being forced to stay back, cannot get close at all. IX Mike is doing some work right now. Damn you, Fraps. Anyway, nice placement of the Venomancer Illusion, scouting out ahead, seeing who is where and what is what, and so on and so forth. Again, Bambo is not going to have a great time in this top lane at all. Rubik is staying guard, and this is great. Are you serious? I just missed first blood. Over in the middle lane, it seems the Furion took a fall with the Might of the Wildkin alongside the Venomancer. No hope for the Purple Furion, but he TP straight back into the action, and hopefully I can pay good enough attention to the minimap to not miss the first blood. From here on out, that is. And it's indeed, we're seeing the rotation that I so expected, because Bambo, there's no way that they were going to leave him solo top. It just wouldn't work out. He couldn't get near the creep wave. He was getting no farm. So we're going to leave Viper going solo bottom alongside, going up against the Tidehunter, and he should be absolutely 100% fine. And this leaves 1437 alongside Come With Me to go and help out that Broodmother, get him some farm, block this camp off. Nice ward placement to come out of them. And wait, is that in range? They might actually be able to kill that. I'm not sure if that's in range of the sentry. TC moving in on the Broodmother, thinking about it, maybe knows the option.
Radiant's courier has been
It's actually
killed.
a counter-warding sentry. I didn't realize that. I'm silly. I'm bad at this game. Rasa going in on the offensive, dealing harassment to Jayo whenever possible. Broodmother taking a couple of hits from TC, should ultimately be fine. 1437 is moving in alongside Come With Me, blinking away just in case death was about to roll in. Now the aggression is being returned by the team of Mousesports onto the team of Complexity. A little bit of sweet revenge for Bambo. The ward has indeed been taken down, but we're using some Plague Wards to block this off. This should last long enough. It will indeed last long enough unless it's taken down by Lina in order to block that camp off. We're de-warding, we're de-sentry warding, we're doing a good job. And this lane is looking definitely salvaged. But the Queen of Pain has herself a nice amount of last hits, sitting on 15 for 2 on the creep score. Looks like engagement could possibly have, and telekinesis go down. 1437 gonna send him back. TC blinks in, but jumps straight into... Wait, that wasn't a great light strike away. 1437 does eventually get taken down, however. TC fairly low on HP, should be absolutely fine. The Spidling doing a bit of damage, might be able to take her down with a Spidling charge. Rubik moving in, Come With Me, gonna just pop a healing salve and be absolutely fine. The top tower takes a couple of hits from the creeps. Not the greatest of light strike arrays there, but it's still got the kill. Over from the mid, we have Rasta sitting on 10 to 5, and the Furion is venturing around the place, currently sitting on 11 to 3 with a regen rune in hand. Let's see, do we have sentries? Stalling ourselves a centaur, Khan over in the top. We see Viper dealing out the aggression as he does, might actually get a kill, and Hannah Montana, one right click will do it. He's not going to commit, he's taking too much damage from the... Okay, the poison damage got him. Never mind. Didn't need to keep pushing in, but he did take a lot of damage from the tower. It is by no means an easy, entirely free kill, but the healing salve that he has will bring him back to where he needs to be, and will in the end be absolutely fine. We're going to make use of this Centaur Con. Wards being placed down, give a bit of extra vision, deal a little bit of extra harassment. And Bambo is just right-clicking everything he gets a chance to, getting those last hits, getting the farm up, doing what he needs to do. Korea died? Or is there a...
Illusion.
What? Hang on a second. Hang on a second. I'm not sure what's going on by this. Never mind anything. Disregard at all. Potential gank coming in. Hannah Montana looking to come in from the behind, get a gank on the Sing Sing. And he's going to find himself in a world of pain. The Gush to go down. The right clicks are being dealt. There goes the Anchor Smash, currently trapped within the trees, but they can't continue to do damage. He should be able to get away. Meanwhile, Queen of Pain picking up a kill over in the top lane on somebody. And Sing Sing takes a fall. Complexity are looking very strong. 3 members of Mousesports just melting over the course of a couple of seconds. The Sentry Ward has been placed down. The damage is being dealt with Bambo, and he does take a fall. Furion even thinking of TPing in and joining the fight. And almost every single team member of Mousesports just got wiped out over the last couple of seconds or so. Sing Sing returned to the lane. Things are reforming as they should be. The only lane that's doing particularly well is the Viper. 33-12. He's gotten a kill on Hannah Montana as well, feeling relatively happy about himself. And now the Broodmother solo in this bottom lane has to be called out. What a nice deny. Oh, I would have been infuriated at that. It is infuriating when that happens, I must say. Cover me 1437, just getting their farm up a little bit there. Sort of behind, you could say. Oh, not too much, actually. They could just use a few levels, get a little bit of gold. Bambo, for the most part, should be alright for the time being, but one scream and all these spiderlings die. One blink to Sonic Wave and Bambo's HP will be almost dead. And with the assistance of Rubik alongside the Lina, Broodmother's going to have a very, very bad time indeed. Complexity going straight for a Hand of Midas. Already has a recipe in hand. Who's going to get the rune? Is it... No one's going to get it. No deny to be had. 2 Seder Hellcaller Blast come through, and the damage almost enough to take down TC. I mean, not TC, the Furion asshole. Bambo just staying in experience range. Look at the Scream, do insane amounts of damage. Furion ulti to bounce through, Shadow Strike to go down. The Scream has landed down as well. A few more right clicks will take down Bambo. He's walking straight past the Sentry Ward, and he does take a fall. Rubik, a killing spree just 6 minutes into the game. What is 1437 doing? Meanwhile, middle tower has taken a fall. Venomous Scale to go down on Hannah Montana. They're trying to push in. They're diving past the tier 1. They're big dive indeed, but it will not amount to anything. Hannah Montana just needs to walk, even with 50% movement speed. He will still manage to successfully escape his way to safety. Bambo being forced far away from the lane, has a soul ring, but can't really do all that much. The amount of pressure to come out of this top lane is absurdly high. TP is rolling in. Rubik of 1437 being caught out by the telekinesis. The right clicks are being down. Anchor Smash to come down. TC trying to help out as best he can, and 1437 melts. A Come With Me might be the next to fall. We have Black trying to do what he can. The Queen of Pain melts under a couple of seconds. The same can be said for Hannah Montana. Can't get a Ravage off because it's not even level 60. And Shackle to come down on Geo. And the right click's being dealt once again. And Geo takes a fall. Suddenly, Mousesports are bringing it back. They take the tower. The telekinesis come down once again. Doesn't really do anything. Just stuns up Sing Sing. But 3 easy kills for Mousesports suddenly out of nowhere. And with that being with the several heroes being killed over in the bottom lane, Bambo is free to push out this top lane as best he can and possibly secure this tower. TPs are rolling in, the Tidehunter trying to help out as best he can. Hannah Montana should be able to actually do a nice amount of work with these spiderlings. One Anchor Smash, and suddenly they'll do no damage. Suddenly half of them will be dead. Dragon Slave just trying to wipe out the creep wave as best as we can. The sprites can heal everyone up to where they need to be. Black will be absolutely fine. Black working his way towards a mech. Not exactly what I would have expected.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Bottom lane damage is being dealt. Enchantress instantly melts. Black trying to do what he do. Fluff is very low on HP. Does manage to successfully get the kill, but Black does pay for it. 1 for 2. I'd say that exchange of affairs was worth it, especially for the team of Complexity. And taking Gander over at the gold graph, closing in on probably about a 3k advantage for the team of Mousesports, actually. And with a slight advantage in the experience department. And that is the towers that the team of Mousesports have managed to secure for themselves. We actually haven't taken a single tower yet for Complexity, but we've taken 3 towers for Mousesports. 2 actually. The top one, the tier 1 at the top still stands, my mistake.
Dyer's
Hannah
top
Montana,
tower
not in the
is
greatest
under
of
attack.
situations, caught out by the webs. The Ravage goes down, only catching out Bambo. There's a Light Striker ready to follow it through. The Dragon Slave to follow up. The heal's trying to do what it can, but the Laguna Blade comes in and instantly melts the Broodmother. Come with me, forced to back off in a very rapid manner before she takes a fall as well. Roster is coming to reinforce. The wards are available. We're pushing on the offensive. We don't have the Ravage, but TPs are rolling in. Furion thinking of coming in as well. Rubik currently charging to see if we can pick up Come With Me. The Treants are blocking the way, and Come With Me being caught out. The telekinesis goes down. We even stole a spell, and in comes a right click. The Dragon Slave comes down and instantly melts, but we do manage to steal a creep, which is not exactly, I guess it's nice. We get to get a bit of farm, venture about the place. Come With Me has something to do. While we wait, meanwhile, Wall Trap to come down on Jay. The Sprout to return. We've trapped each other. Shackle to come down. Jay is looking very dead, and Sing Sing picks up an easy kill. Bambo trying to do what he can to defend, but the team of Complexity are pushing out this top tower. They've had enough of Mousesports and the towers that they've achieved. They want to take some of their own, and they will do so. Bambo alone will not be enough to hold this off. Maybe they're not going to take the tower. Smoke of Deceit to come off. We're looking for some ganks, and Sing Sing's looking awfully vulnerable towards this middle lane. Creep's having a little bit of a juke for near the wards for whatever reason. Regeneration rune to be secured up by the Queen of Pain. We're moving in, but we've found nothing, unfortunately to say. We see the wards remaining, but that's all that's there. We're still venturing. The smoke is still around and will be around for the next few moments. Why not continue our hunt and possibly find ourselves some free gold? We're looking. There is a Viper here, potentially vulnerable. Do we have the damage we need to take him down? Yes or no? What will the answer be? Will we push forward? We're waiting for more reinforcements to roll in as they cancel their TPs. Okay. I don't know what happened there. And I don't think anything's gonna happen from this smoke. They're just gonna return to lane. Queen of Pain being hexed up, Come With Me doing what damage he can. A shock to go down, a shackle to follow it up. Complexity TC is in a bad place, but he blinks out to safety. A few more right clicks should be able to take him down. He just needs to get the shock off, but the sonic screen to come out instantly pops Come With Me, but Queen of Pain pays for it as a result. Sing Sing now has to run for his life. Random Wildkin here. Steals the sprites as well, provide a nice bit of healing, and the damage is insane. Come out of that Queen of Pain, instantly popping the poor Come With Me. That really caught me off guard. I was about to have a drink, and then suddenly action. I like choked on my words, or something horrible happened. Bambo's finally having a reasonable time over this top lane, 41 for 2. Feeling relatively good about himself as of this moment. 37 for 0 with 2 deaths currently sitting on the Tidehunter. And Black is 62 for 20. And he's working his way towards a hood and then a pipe by the looks of it. This top tower still stands. A valiant defender whose name is a Tidehunter who's swagging it up, TPing down to the bottom lane to join the rest of the fight. The Ravage is available for him. He has plenty of mana as well, especially with the mana boots. Smoke to go off. We're looking for a gank. We should be able to find it. TC will be the bait. Can he bring out any members of the team of Mousesports? Bait them out into an easy kill? Have to wait and see.
Dyer's top tower is
The bait seems to not be being taken, and meanwhile Bambo is pushing out this top lane. Fortification is available, looks like it will not be used. It seems we want to go for a bit of revenge, but we found no one. Mousesports have all backed off, and the ward's being placed down tactically. With no one being around, it seems we'll settle for this tower and go for a trade. The top tower takes a fall, but this tier 1 at bottom will most likely fall as well. The fortification has gone down, defense is steadily rolling in, but Black alone will not be enough to hold this off. And whoever was TPing there realizing, actually TPing there's a really bad idea. I'm not going to TP. Let's go for a trade. Tier 2 for a tier 1. That actually sounds like a really good trade. Fortification has been used up, and the ward should be able to do enough to get this. Will deny happen? It does get a deny. What a deny to come out of IX Mike. The tier 2 does not go down, and that is essentially it was a bit of a sacrifice. We did lose the map control and the safety to come from that tower, but they didn't get the gold for him. We got the gold for this bottom tier 1 down here. So that worked out nicely for the team of Complexity. Complexity seem to be getting the kills, but Mousesports have fantastic map control and a nice composition. This Broodmother is beginning to do work. They have to continuously dedicate resources towards this top lane, but thanks to the fact that they have the Furion, that shouldn't be too bad. Furion should simply be able to TP to top, clean up any mess that's unfolding, and then TP back into the fight. Sheepstick being worked towards for the Queen of Pain. We're pushing on this tier 1. We took the tier 1 at bot. We want to take the tier 1 at top. the words of TC, or rather of complexity, are being uttered at this moment. Fury TPing as well to join in on the fight. Even the Badger wants in on this, man. The whole team really want to get that tier 1, and they will be able to get it. Fortification is not available, and the sole defender, who goes by the name of Bambo, him alone will not be able to save the day. However, it is going to come into trade. Mousesports are pushing out this bottom lane. The tier 1 tower has already been taken down. The tier 2 tower is bare and unprotected. No fortification is available. The tier 1 takes a fall. TPs need to start rolling in fast if they want to save this tier 2, because the tier 1 for a tier 2 is never a good trade. The TPs are rolling in. Hannah Montana has joined the fray, and the man in orange is that Rubik? It's like a brownie color. Yeah, it's poop color. It's orange. There's a pink. Everyone's moving in. The tower is very low. Hannah Montana wants to get off that Ravage, but the entire team of Mousesports have backed off already. This tower is almost in deny range, but they're being smart. They're not going to let it get in deny range, or maybe they will let it get in deny range. It's one hit away from being in deny range. It needs to be under 160. But it seems it will not be brought in deny range. Very smart with these wards indeed. 1437 did a good job. The mech charge to go down. Venomous Gale to hit down on the Nature's Prophet, but the Sprout means that he is so incredibly dead. And they're going to continue to push forward, and the team of Mousesports wisely TP out. 1437 was a necessary casualty just then. Yeah, very nicely done with the wards. Good job, 1437. If he kept attacking with them, it would have been in deny range. Meanwhile, Bambo continuing to do work in this top lane, and the team of Complexity are just pushing out this bottom one. They've got no reason to stop. They need to get themselves some towers, need to take back some map control, and get themselves some gold in the process. Rasta sitting on a Blink Dagger, regen rune in hand as well, and how are we looking, Mrs. Come With Me? Currently sitting, looks like Aghanim Scepter will be the next item of the agenda. Screw heal, screw mechanism, and look at this army of Spiderlings encroaching upon this tier 2. The TPs are already rolling in. Tidehunter has to return. But they're going in this tier 2, actually defense is already rolled in. And same can be said for the tier 2 at top. Neither side wanting their towers to fall. Understandably, I have to say, considering this game, you essentially win it by killing towers. Well, it's instrumental in winning. You know, you're not going to win if you don't kill towers, because you can't. It's a stupid thing I'm saying right now. Why am I talking? Let's stop it. Okay, in the bank for Lena. Has herself boots, has pretty much everything that she needs. As a support, this goes without saying, but you really don't need all that much. Medallion of Courage to be picked up by the Rubik. Next item on the agenda. That does go into a medallion, right? Goes into a medallion. I bet there's a kill going on while I'm looking at this. Yep, come with me. Taking a bit of damage, negative urge charge has landed down. Probably going to deny the illusion. No, give it to Sing Sing. He could find himself caught out. Sprouts are, rather the creeps coming from Come With Me. Going to protect everything that's about. Give a bit of scouting around. A bit of scouting information, rather. And things are going to diffuse on both sides. Neither one pushing forward as of this current moment. But Sing Sing's no doubt looking for the blink to shackle to hex to... What the hell? Okay. Never mind. Bambo currently sitting on 79-2, feeling fairly good about himself, but the Queen of Pain have been having a great time in the last hit department. 17 minutes in and we're getting ever so close to that sheep stick, needing a good chunk of gold more, about 2,300 gold, and we will be right at that sheep stick. We'll have that glorious disable to use on heroes like Viper or the Brood Mother and so on and so forth. Viper currently sitting on 94-20, also having a fairly good time as of this moment, and probably somewhat better than the Queen of Pain. Those extra last hits from the Queen of Pain are from Spiderlings, not from creeps, and of course the Spiderlings, while they do give a bit of golden experience, they don't give anywhere near as much as that, what do you call it, the lane creeps. Herp. Dragon Slave to go down, neither side wanting to commit at this moment. Bambo continuing to do what Bambo does best and just pushing out this top lane. Meanwhile, Viper just farming it up as you do. Same can be said for Enchantress. And Unification to go on towards this middle lane, an army of Plague Wards to be set up by the team of Mousesports. Complexity possibly thinking of pushing this, but electing maybe we shouldn't. It would be a difficult task to achieve. Hannah Montana moving into position. See if we can wipe out the Spiderling wave. Would do a very nice job. What is Hannah Montana sitting on as of this moment? Next item on the agenda is that of a Hood of Defiance. After that, we'll work our way towards a pipe. Pipe of Glory. Counter warding action to go down. Dual counter warding. In fact, we're counter warding the counter ward, and then this other ward up here is killing the other ward. So it's warding. It's just ward central going on right now. It's glorious. Aghanim being achieved at a relatively slow pace for Come With Me. Sing Sing waiting in position. BKB next item on the agenda for him. I think the hood right there. What the hell are we? I don't know what we're doing item wise with Viper. Is this upgradable? Oh, okay, it is upgradable Aghanims. That's the item on the agenda. TV's rolling in. Light Strike Array. Just weakening off the creep wave. And we do indeed have that mechanism. No hood to be achieved, however. We're just getting that cloak for a little bit of extra spell defense. 15% spell resistance, can't really complain about that. Blink moving in, it is just an illusion Shadow Shaman, however. Hood of Defiance in hand for the Tide Hunter. Team Mousesports are pushing out this bottom lane with a bit of a unification. We've got some creeps achieved by the Enchantress. And now we're pushing out good. The wards are off cooldown for Sing Sing, of course. I hope. Yes, they are. And the tier 2 tower is actually very low. All they need to do is snipe, and a few hits is all it would take. Don't let them get the deny. I think they're going to get it. Nope, we've missed it. And Enchantress takes down the tier 2 at mid. Bottom. Green's doing what they can. Fury and ulti bouncing through, doing a big chunk of damage to everything that's nearby. The Hex has landed down on Geo, trying to chase down as best he can. 1437 being caught in the Sprout once again. The entire team of Complexity are closing in on him. The Dragon Slave to go down. The right clicks to be dealt, and he melts once again. 1437 being taken down many times here by Complexity. And Treants being the scouting out ahead, and the team Mousesports are splitting apart a little bit. They don't want to get caught out. Black could find himself very dead if reinforcements don't roll in, but it seems we're backing off. We're going for Rashan, but the Hex has gone down here on my IX Mike, and he's going to right-click in the next couple of moments. Will the damage from the wards will be enough? It will not. Fury and TPing in to make sure that he doesn't die, and the wards will just provide a bit of free buff. So Black being caught out. The ulti to fly out of TC as well. The Light Strike away. The Ravage to fly down. The Mech doing absolutely nothing, and he takes a fall. Next to Telekinesis to fly down and Sing Sing, the Laguna Blade, and the death of two heroes of Mousesports with over the course of a couple of seconds, and then some free farm in the form of the wards. La-di-da. And now we're counter warding the ward. It's counter warding everything. Counter warding that ward, and then more counter wards, and it's what you do, man. Placing wards is good. You know what's better? Countering the enemy's wards. And we stole the wards once again. Speaking of wards, we stole Sing Sing's wards. It's going to be quite helpful in taking down Rashan, as a matter of fact. It will fall in a fairly rapid rate, especially with the addition of the Medallion of Courage. And the Aegis of the Immortal probably going to be secured by TC. Yes, indeed. Queen of Pain secures herself the Aegis of the Immortal. And I have no idea what Venomancer was doing, but I was about to say that we have enough for our Sheepstick. What are we going to pick up? Ding, ding, ding. Sheepstick. And I have no idea what 1437 was doing here. Like, let's look outside the pit and someone's dying. Okay. Well, not something you would have expected. I mean, you have to know that Rashan's being done. You just have to know. If they just want a team fight like that and they're sitting right by the Rashan pit, they're going to do it. So probably a bit of an unnecessary death to come out of 1437 here. Currently sitting on 6 deaths, not feeling particularly great about himself. The next highest death on the field happens to be Come With Me. Bambo could find himself caught out. We're using the Spiderlings to get a bit of scouting information ahead. And if you're playing Broodmother, this is something you should do. It's fantastic. And Tide Hunter just killing off the creep wave, as he does best. Unification going in this middle lane once again. And this is the last tier 1 tower standing for the team of Mousesports. And no doubt something Complexity want to take down. It's an easy bit of gold. Incredibly easy, as a matter of fact. And we have a look at the gold graph. Speaking of gold, 2k advantage for Complexity, closing in on 7.5k in the experience department. All for Complexity. Bamboo, absolutely fine. But these are the kills coming in order. While Mousesports might have themselves more towers, they got Rashan, they've gotten themselves many kills, and all of these things have beaten the extra tower advantage that the team of Mousesports have achieved for themselves. And this is extra bad for Mousesports, because we still have a lot of towers that haven't been taken down yet by Complexity, and we're already at a gold advantage. So once these towers fall, we're going to snowball really far ahead, and Complexity will verge on the edge of being unbeatable. You're set to be picked up by Lena. Bit of extra utility, bit of extra defense, and as well as initiation, a great item, and some mana regen. And this freaking ward in the sentry catching out the smoke. No surprise are going to be having moving in this bottom lane. However, Pumpkin doesn't give a crap. Pumpkin gets taken down in a very rapid manner. The TPs are rolling in to try and help out as best they can. Sing Sing blinks away. The other TP gets cancelled because if you TP there, you'd be fairly dead. It goes without saying. Wards have been dropped. Rubik making use of these wards every single time they're off cooldown. This happened in the last game. We stole the wards and they used them for pushing. And this tier 2 tower, while fortification is available, they elect to not use it. And the tier 2 tower of the bottom lane melts to the might of Complexity. And from there on out, Complexity have no reason to keep pushing. They may as well back off. We've achieved the tower. It cost us nothing. How about we go kill this tier 1? Look, it's got barely any HP. We're a group of 5. We're all grouped together. We just need to wipe out this creep wave and then we'll take ourselves some more gold. And the gold advantage is just going to continue to climb in the favor of Complexity. Whoops. Bambo, BKB in hand, no Orchid of the Malevolent being secured up, and surprisingly not that much damage has been done to this tower just yet. Team of Complexity moving in on the mid, fortification is available, not going to be used, using the Light Strike away to make sure that no one is hiding in here. And the tower takes a fall. Are we going to push? Are we going to back off? The answer is back off. And how to proceed from here on out if you're Complexity? Well, you've got the gold advantage. You haven't really got the map advantage in terms of how much awareness and control you have. But you have more gold, you've got more kills, you have more experience, you're doing great item-wise. And in actuality, it is a team of Mousesports that need to go on the offensive. However, I'd say Mousesports have a bit better late game than the team of Complexity. And as a result, Complexity do need to capitalize on the advantage that they have achieved for themselves. They can't just sit around. They can't just sit back and think, oh, we've got this. There's no way we can lose. No, we do indeed absolutely have to press the issue. Take down some towers, continue to bring this snowball effect that's going on, to continue to keep the lead that we have achieved for ourselves. Slowly but surely, the Aghanim Scepter creeps ever so closer for the Enchantress. Benomancer has not much, but that's how it works out when you're playing the role of a hard support. BKB, slowly but surely, once again, achieved by the roster and the team of Complexity. As I mentioned, they're continuing to push out as I have to do. This top lane, this top tower is going to be obliterated by the might of Complexity. And Bambo alone will not be enough. He will just be 3 gold for the team of Cole. Fortification is available. TPs are rolling in. Will they elect to fortify? They will indeed. It will only delay the inevitable. But it might be enough, ever so slightly. But look at this army of treants rolling in. It is a lot of trees. A lot of trees. The shock doesn't even do a thing. Are the wards available to come out of Sing Sing? They are indeed. You need to make sure they don't get stolen once again. Insatiable Hunger being popped off by Bambo, trying to do what he can. He has the BKB available, the Telekinesis and the War Trap, as well as the Light Strike Array coming down, and the Ravage to pick up so many heroes of Mousesports. 1437 being caught out, Sing Sing trying to do what he can. Ix Mike moving in on the offensive, and Come With Me getting bursted down, the Light Strike Array as well as the Sprout to come down, the Dragon Slave to follow it up, and that is the death of Come With Me. A little bit of tickling to be dealt by TC coming in from the Viper, but other than that, 2 easy kills for Complexity. And this is they could rotate to tier 2. They might even be able to take down a tier 3. It would be wiser for them to take the safer option. It's gold and it's safer, but it seems they're going to go straight for the barracks. They want to take this tier 3. Fortification is not available. And there's not all that much that Black can do. There goes the ulti coming in on TC. It's only just going to slow him down and nothing more than that. Sing Sing, or rather Ix Mike, saw herself the shock, which will be nice. The tier 3 tower is about to take a fall. TC moving on the offensive, the Sheepstick goes on down, Shadow Strike to follow the Gunu Blade, and Black instantly melts. And the Yules to pick up Sing Sing. He's going to be next in the general, but he blinks out just in time, straight to the safety of the Found. Comfort being trying to do what he can. Bambo being trapped off in the trees, Dust of the Sea to go off with the 8 BKB being popped off, but no Insatiable Hunger means he cannot heal himself up. The damage is too much to come in on him. TC's a chicken right now, but he'll not be a chicken in the next couple of moments. The Impede is doing what it can, but unfortunately what it can is not all that much. And the shock to come down on 1437, the medallion means his armor is very low, and look at the damage from the Impedus on Ix Mike. One more Impedus will do it. He gets turned to a chicken, the shackle to come down on TXE. Ix Mike is almost dead, and he healed himself up with the wand, but the Spiraling Charges comes down. TC blinking on the offensive once again. Bambo is a sheep. Bambo needs one more right click. Well, a few more right clicks. The buybacks are being had. TC, the team of Complexity, backing off. Nice little fight to come out of both sides. Several kills being had on both accounts, but it goes without saying, with the melee barracks dead, a tier 3 barracks dead, Complexity came out well ahead in that engagement. Was the Aegis of the Immortal still here? And what item are we about to pick ourselves up? The BKB to come in from the Queen of Pain, who's definitely feeling very good about herself. Roshan to be up in about 2.5 minutes or so. And no doubt Complexity, no doubt that's where the next big fight will happen. But Complexity probably want to use up this Aegis of the Immortal before they achieve the second one. So always try and use it up if you can. There's no reason not to go for to not use up that Aegis. Unless it's just unnecessarily dangerous. And even then, the addition of essentially having to kill a powerful hero twice could be enough to... It's a big amount of insurance.
Radiant's middle tower
Smoke Gate to come out. We're looking for some kills. Will we be able to find any? It's a nice ganking quadro here. And even Bambo's coming to join the fight. We really want some kills, and if we can't find any, we can possibly take this tier 2. Queen of Pain is here, but Queen of Pain can blink, and that's something that needs to be remembered. Bambo maybe trying to bait out the TPs, but now the rest of Mousesports have revealed themselves, and the TPs will no doubt roll in to protect this top. Yes, indeed, here we go, moving in to defend. Furion joining the fray as well, has a Smoke of Deceit as well, wants to get that superior positioning and use up his Midas charges. Tower's taking damage, the fortification is available, the TP's continuing to roll in, and Ravage is available as well, the Sonic Scream to go down. There's a Ravage, every single member of Mousesports caught out. Black takes a fall, so does 1437, with Black's being bursted down, the Hex to go down, there's a Blink, and there's a right click, and there's a death of Black. Sing Sing forced to run away, and poor Comedy being caught out once again, instantly bursted down. And Bambo managing to TP out in time. And still the Aegis is available, and we almost have enough of that Mithril Hammer. In fact, we're 2 gold away from having that Mithril Hammer, which is of course that BKB. There we have it. Going to be flown in by the courier, which is currently in transit, so it will not be flown in by the courier. Who's forced off of that? IX Mike.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And after those last couple of kills, the team of Complexity take an easy tier 2. They may even be able to either secure this range barracks or kill the tier 3, but that's going to be risky. But we have the Aegis of the Immortal. We need to remember that Roshan will return in about 60 seconds. We need to use up that Aegis fast. We need to make sure that we don't extend this fight for longer than 60 seconds. Trees to go down, the wards to be placed down by 1437. Sing Sing blinking in, the wards have been dropped as well as a shock with the Hex, a counter Hex immediately to go down. The same can be said for the Venomancer, who also takes the fall. Where did that Laguna Blade go? I don't know, but Bambo's moving in. The right clicks are being dealt. Fluff is very low in HP. The BKB and the Insatiable Hunger has gone off, but the right click damage is too much, but so is his. He takes a kill on Rubik as well, but he eventually takes a fall. TC trying to do what he can. Still has the Aegis of the Immortal. We'll need to remember. Black also doing a nice chunk of damage, but taking a lot of damage in the meantime. He takes down the Tide. Will he take down... he does manage to successfully take down the Queen of Pain, but we do have the Aegis. 4 for 3. Could have been worse, worked out reasonably well, and these wards are continuing to do work. Venomous Gale to go down. I'm not going to do anything more but just a little bit of damage. Hex to go down, 1437. They're not following it up, however, Mech Charge to bolster and reinforce the creep wave, and Roshan has returned to the fight. What a perfect Aegis of the Immortal. It was probably upwards of 10-15 seconds away from respawning. Away from the Aegis. Remember, the Aegis disappears as soon as Roshan respawns. So it was very lucky, very good timing. And the middle barracks has been successfully taken down. The melee, the range barracks still stands, but the melee creeps will eventually take care of that. Double racks. It costs Complexity quite a bit, but it will be well worth it in the end. Go away. How are we looking at over in the gold department? 15k closing in on 17.5k advantage, and in the experience department, 20k advantage being in hand for them. Complexity looking very strong, and the next thing we're going to take down is that of Roshan. Medallion has been popped off the damage. The HP of Roshan is going to drop in a very rapid manner. We've got 10k, we're already down to 9k. The damage is just, the health is just going to drop. And GG's already being called out. The team of Mousesports realize that there is no way that they can come back from here on out. And Complexity have secured themselves victory in the second game. Aegis of the Immortal secured up by the Queen of Pain. And the next couple of moments, the throne will fall. I'm not sure, yeah, Complexity seems to be leaving, so the throne will fall within the next couple of moments. 2 members of Complexity have already left. Random Scream, because why the hell not? Let's have a bit of fun. Yule Sceptering yourself, because we're good at this game. And just spamming out our spells at every single opportunity. Fluff. See if we can take down the tower. We'll be able to successfully take it down. Who knows? Oh, there goes the throne, which it didn't zoom onto. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Mousesports versus Complexity, the grand finals for the Defense 2. And the score is now 2-1. Complexity, they took the first game. Mousesports brought it back to 1-1 in the second, but Complexity brought back and secured their advantage that they had coming into this matchup with 2-1 of this best of 5. If Complexity win one more game, they will secure themselves the 6,000 euro top prize, with Mousesports picking themselves up. They've guaranteed themselves at least 2,500 euros, so it's still a nice amount of money. Will Mousesports bring it back to 2-0 and force a 5th game, or will Complexity win it 3-1? We'll have to wait and see. Ladies and gentlemen, my name has been Toshley. This has been the Defense 2, and I'll see you later.